You call me biodiversity, I call myself life. I am alive. I'm everywhere, on every continent, in every ocean, in the air you breathe, even in your intestines. I clean the water you drink. I produce the oxygen you breathe and the food you eat. My birth was not a simple one. It happened billions of years ago, and you are still oblivious on the how. Young Earth provided me with suitable conditions 4.5 billion years ago. I needed a steady energy source, organic compounds, and water to come to existence. I was tiny, very, very tiny and fragile. Catastrophes were frequent. I died and re-emerged and died again and re-emerged again, many, many cycles long. I evolved. I took my time. Just a few million years. Puzzle piece by puzzle piece, I became more and more complex. First, in the vast oceans Earth was providing to me, cyanobacteria, tiny filamentous algae, still present on Earth during your time, started 2.4 billion years ago to produce oxygen. Those I have invented photosynthesis, using sunlight and water to nourish me. The oxygen I produced changed the world substantially. Change. It drives me. I kept on innovating. I kept on testing other life forms. I even merged life forms to increase specificity of cells. I created multicellular organisms and protected and stored my achievements in the code of life. Multicellular organisms put me on a new level of complexity. Interactions between organisms and cells was and are important. They are part of me. They allow life to continue to evolve, change, adapt, and survive. Sponges colonized teenage Earth 800 million years ago. Thousands of sponge species still live on Earth in your time. That is remarkable, as I had to live through some important drawbacks since. Some life forms did not survive changes of the environment I myself have induced. I kept on innovating, evolving, changing. Trilobites rummaged Earth for millions of years. Quite an achievement. But still they went extinct at the end. In parallel to trilobites, I experimented with new types of animals. I created worms, insects, mollusks, and other life forms you are familiar with. Mosses and liverworts were the plants colonizing Earth at that time. Adding up to the food sources available, food webs became more complex. Ecosystems became more complex. I became more complex. It took me billions of years to get there. I was patient. I was persistent. I was tireless. I changed the world and the world changed me. The weathering of rocks through mosses triggered a whole lot of different actions and interactions, and I changed conditions to an extent that killed elements of me through reducing oxygen levels, ice ages, and phosphorus release. I did not despair. I survived. I was untiring. I learned that the balance between oxygen and CO2 was delicate. High oxygen levels meant cold temperatures. High CO2 levels meant heat. I juggled with both over millions of years. Sometimes I lost the grip. It went too hot and then too cold for me. Some parts of me perished. Experiments are delicate. Mass extinctions of me occurred several times. 5 times at a scale that pushed me back considerably. These were major shifts for me. Each time I was purged. I survived. I continued. I invented and reinvented. I rebuilt, I recreated, I followed my path. After the last of these heavy losses, I evolved from synapsid dinosaurs to mammals, and from theropod dinosaurs to birds. Together with other animal types such as worms, insects, amphibians, I became more complex. Flowers added color to me. I flourished. My billion-year-long work paid off. I had created conditions, despite some temporary drawbacks, that allowed me to become even more complex. The most species-rich I've ever been. It felt great. I loved what I've become. Energy flew through me, connected all the elements of me, made me function. I am a super organism. Each element, each cell, fulfilling a task, contributing to the overall me. Now, I feel a familiar change, something I felt a few million years back. CO2 concentrations are increasing again. It's becoming hot. The last times that happened, I drastically diminished. It took me millions of years to recover. It took time to construct better. I thought I did. I did not pay attention to all the myriad details. First time ever in my history, one single species, an integral element of me, became overly dominant. Evolution is unpredictable, especially when it concerns the millions of species that are composing me. I maybe went down the wrong path. Not fatal. But it looks like I need to start over again. Soon, fasting, purging myself.
America's comeback starts.
That dominant species thinks it's smarter, stronger, and more innovative than the rest. Are you? Can you take up the challenge and show me how smart a species you really are? If not, I have another cycle of inventions in front of me. In millions of years, your achievements will not even be a memory. I will be something else. You will be dust or fossil fuels. Are you really unable to respect the millions of years of life I am? If yes, goodbye and farewell.